Hello guys, this is going to be a great tutorial not only for Lightroom fans but for Stranger Things fans. Stranger Things is a brilliant series on Netflix and series 2 is coming out, and what we're going to do is we're going to create that Stranger Things cinematic look in Lightroom. Hello guys, I'm Mark Newton from the School of Photography, and we've got a great tutorial for you. We're going to create that cinematic look that you see on Stranger Things in Lightroom. For those of you that don't know, Stranger Things is a brilliant series out on Netflix, and I've used it for inspiration for this cinematic look. It's set in the 80s, that's when I was a kid and Michael Jackson was cool, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I love that series so much. And yeah, it brings me great pleasure actually to bring this cinematic look to you. And not only am I going to show you how to do it in Lightroom, I'm going to give you the preset for it for free, and I'll show you how to get that at the end of this video. Let's go straight into Lightroom. Okay, this is the picture that we're going to use. It's a picture that I took on a recent fashion show that I did, and I thought it was very appropriate for this task because it looks quite 80s. We've got a nice jean jacket that's ripped and a cap and stuff like that. And we're going to turn it into this here, which gives you a really brown, warm look. Now, if you've seen Stranger Things, you will know that when they go into the underworld or the underneath, it's very blue, and when they're in the real world, it's quite brown. It's got that 80s look, and that's what we're going to create now. We're going to go for the brown cinematic look, and that's where you've got lovely browns in the shadows, and actually sometimes what you see is turquoise in the highlights. That's the look that we're going to create in Lightroom. So firstly, let's go back to the original image. Now, as you can see over here, it's all blank. All right, it's just like it's come out of camera. I have cropped it to make it a bit more straighter, but apart from that, this is straight from camera. Now, the first thing is that a lot of the scenes are quite dark. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the exposure down by 0.50, just like that. And then we're going to take the highlights up by +50 to try and balance it out a little bit. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take out some of the vibrance, and we're going to take out some of the saturation. And that's to give that kind of 80s look where it's just that little bit desaturated. Then we're going to come down to our tone curve, and I'm going to give it a very slight S curve, just like that, just to give it a bit of contrast. The next thing we're going to do is the main thing here, and this is called split toning. So when you're trying to create a cinematic look and you're taking influence from what's on telly, like what I'm doing right now, the Stranger Things look at the scenes and look at the shadows and look at the highlights. So as I've said before, in the shadows, they're very warm. There's a brown cast. And in the highlights, in a lot of the scenes, there's a bluey turquoise cast. And split toning is perfect to get that look. So firstly, we're going to come down to shadows here. I'm going to click on this color box here, and I'm going to select a brown around about there, just like that. That's brilliant. Then I'm going to come to highlights, click on the color box again, and I'm going to select a turquoise, but just a slight one. So roughly about there, like that. Brilliant. Now, before we continue with this tutorial, I just want to tell you about the online courses that we've got over at the schoolofphotography.com. If you want to become a better photographer and control photography and do much more post-processing and studio lighting and all stuff like that, come over and check our courses out. They're a load of fun and they will help you become better photographers. Okay, let's get back onto the tutorial. So the next thing that we're going to do is give it a slight bit of sharpening. So I'm going to type in 80 into the amount there. So we're under the detail section here. I'm going to type in 1.2 into the radius, and that will be fine, just like that. And as you can see, if I zoom in now, if I take that detail off and on, you can see that it's just crisped up that face and the whole scene actually quite nicely. So the next thing that we're going to do is come down to our effects panel here, and I'm going to put a slight vignette on it of -10, like that. And then I'm going to come down to the dehaze here, and I'm going to dehaze it by about +15, and that's really good. So let's have a look at the difference on and off in the effects. That's without any effects, and that's with the effects that I've just made. Okay, so that's pretty much it, but actually I'm just going to take them browns down just slightly. So I'm going to go back up to the split tone in here, click on this browns, and I'm just going to take them out a bit because I just think they were a bit too saturated, probably roughly to about there. That'll do us. Okay, and that is a lovely cinematic look inspired by the Netflix series Stranger Things. Now I'm going to make it even easier for you and give you the preset for this. So all you have to do is click a button and you will apply it to your pictures. Let me just show you how that works. Let's go back into Lightroom here. Okay, let's choose a different picture this time. Let's choose this one here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go create virtual copy so that I've got a copy to work on. And then over in my presets, here's the preset I made for you. I've put it under cinematic, and all I simply do is click on the Stranger Things brown preset, and there it is there. So that is without the preset, and that is with it. Brilliant. I'll just show you one more. Here's another one here. Again, right click, go create virtual copy, and click Stranger Things brown. Now, I think it works really well on this one, in fact. So that's the before, and that's with the preset added. Now, I've given you this preset. It's in the link of the description of this video. Just click on that and go and grab the preset. And now I'm going to show you how to import the preset into your Lightroom presets. It's really easy. Let's go back into Lightroom. Basically, what you do is you will right click on any of these folders, or you can create a new one by clicking the plus icon there, a new preset folder. So let's just put one in user presets down here. If I right click on that folder, I go import, I find the file, click on it, click on import, and there it is there, the preset that I've just made for you. It is as simple as that, and I really hope that you get a lot out of it. And don't forget to check out Stranger Things on Netflix. I mean, it is a brilliant series. I personally love it. Come over to the schoolofphotography.com to learn much more about photography and Lightroom and all things like that. Come and check us out on social media as well. We've got a brilliant Facebook page and Instagram feed. Come and join us there. Thanks for watching, and remember, learn more at the School of Photography.